So today I'm going to put some green beans together, and I did wash these. I always wash everything before I allow them into the fridge, so they're washed and clean. And I'm just going to make like a little spicy bean dish. So what you want to do, what I'm doing here is I'm putting all the ends even, because it just makes it way easier to simply get rid of the ends. Just like that. And then you kind of get the ends even on the other side. And just like that, so that you're not wasting much of time trimming. And if you miss a couple, when you start your video, you really should take the phone off the hook. But if you miss a couple, you just snap the ends off, like that. So drop those in. Always good to get your pan working like on high with a little bit of water in it first, so that because on the high heat with a little bit of water, it won't scorch anything or burn. And it makes the cooking go so much faster, so that you, so that you get everything done quicker. You just want to make sure you don't leave your hot pan to get dry in the bottom or burn anything. So I've got these fairly, you just go like this, get them fairly even, take the ends off, and then try and get them to where all their little ends are lined up the other way. And you can actually stick all those ends in your juicer too. Now I need a little bit more water there, just so it doesn't dry out, but not too much water, because the more water you put, the longer it's going to take to cook. So you just want a little bit of water. Going to grab just a few more beans here. Yeah, you definitely want to keep that on a high heat. And so once you have it cooking, then you can go ahead and make your salad or whatever while that's cooking, because it really only takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes to, because you don't want to cook them too much or you lose the nutrient value. I'm going to grab a spoon here, get this on high. See, you can see they're already starting to cook because of the high heat and the low amount of water. I'm going to add a few chili flakes just to spice things up. Not too many. And I think what I would like to do is to add some sun-dried tomatoes. And because the sun-dried tomatoes, I have bought the dry ones, but I don't really like them as much. They just don't seem to have a lot of color, and they don't seem to have the flavor that these, these probably aren't the best on the planet. But if you rinse all the oil off, I find they're pretty tasty and probably still good for you, better than most things. So just going to rinse these. And then put them on the cutting board, just so that they're not really big, because they're a little too big for what I want. And I might have taken too many out, so I might just put them aside to put into something else. But see, that gives your beans a chance to cook while you're doing something else. I'll just give that a little stir. You can see those are getting nice. Okay, so again, that's maybe, I don't know, half a pound of beans, a good couple handfuls. So I think I'll just use, what would that be, a quarter cup of the sun-dried tomatoes. And I do tend to do everything to taste. And you know what, those are disappearing in there, so I think I'm just going to add a few more. Okay, next thing I love to add is maple syrup. That is my favorite thing, to just add a little bit of sweetness. And then you've got the maple syrup and the heat of the chilies. So that was just a little sprinkle of chilies, and I'm feeling like I need another little sprinkle. I do like to use cayenne pepper a lot, and black pepper. A little bit of Celtic sea salt, a little bit of black pepper, and that's it. So you would just let these cook for probably 2 or 3 more minutes while you make your salad. And I'll just try and show you without spilling it everywhere. You can see, without spilling it everywhere, you can see how the little chilies and the sun-dried tomatoes just put a lot of flavor in there. And that's it. Easy peasy. Let that cook for probably 2 more minutes. Depends how crunchy you like your beans. And dinner is ready. Okay, I might show you that a little bit. There you go. Just like that. Easy.